Listen, they went quiet, you went quieter, now they're back. Before you open the door, breathe. You only need one question. The question, what are you here to build with me? Say it calm, say it once, then watch what they do. This question is powerful because it puts the spotlight where it belongs, on their intentions, not your emotions. You're not asking if they miss you. You're not asking why they disappeared. You're not asking if they love you. You're asking what they are ready to create now. That's a question that reveals truth fast. When someone comes back after silence, they often come carrying confusion. They might miss the comfort you gave them, the validation, the warmth, but not necessarily you. This question slices through all of that. It forces them to think, not react. Are they returning to rebuild something real, or are they just trying to ease their guilt? If they pause, stumble, or change the topic, that silence tells you everything. They weren't ready to build, just to borrow your peace again. But if they answer clearly, if they speak about effort, time, and growth, then maybe there's something to explore. The point isn't the answer itself, it's how they handle the weight of being asked. When you ask this question, you are reminding both of you that your time is not cheap. You're not a pit stop for their confusion. You're a person with direction. You're not reopening an old door. You're asking if they're ready to walk through with purpose. And here's the secret most people miss. How they respond to this calm question will always show you more than any apology ever could. Words can be rehearsed, but a reaction, that's real. So don't rush to fill the silence after you ask it. Let the quiet hang there. Watch. Listen. Their truth will arrive in that stillness. So when they reappear after your silence, don't rush to speak, to explain, or to relive old pain. Just breathe, smile softly, and ask once, what are you here to build with me? Then let their answer, or their hesitation, reveal everything you need to know. Silence set the rules. When you chose silence, you did more than walk away. You set the rules. You showed what kind of energy you accept and what you won't. Every message you didn't send, every argument you didn't continue, every time you chose calm over chaos, you were teaching them how to treat you. You showed that your time, your energy, and your peace are not things people can just take. They have to be earned. When someone realizes you're not chasing anymore, it changes the game. The silence tells them you're not playing the old roles. You're no longer the one fixing everything or begging to be seen. You've made it clear without a single word that access to you has conditions now: respect, effort, and honesty. This is why silence is powerful. It's not punishment, it's protection. It's how you guard your peace without shouting or explaining. It's your boundary expressed in stillness. When you stay quiet, you give them space to reveal who they really are. Will they rise to your level, or will they fade away because the chase is gone? Either way, you win clarity. So when they come back, don't rush. Don't fill the air with nervous talk or old habits. Speak slowly. Let your calmness show that nothing shakes you anymore. You don't need to prove a point. You already made it when you stopped trying so hard. Your silence wrote the new rulebook. If they want to be in your world, they have to meet you in peace, not chaos. Remember this every time you feel the urge to explain yourself or break your quiet. You've already said enough through your stillness. Let your energy speak for you. Let your calm be the standard. Your peace leads now, and that's the loudest message of all. A knock is not a promise. When they come back, don't mistake the knock for a promise. People return for all kinds of reasons, some good, some selfish. Sometimes they come back because they miss your energy, not because they've changed. Sometimes it's boredom, sometimes it's guilt. And sometimes, yes, it's because they finally understand what you meant to them, but you can't know which one it is until you give it time to show itself. A simple "hey" doesn't mean growth. A message doesn't mean maturity. Change is not proven in words, it's proven in patterns. Anyone can miss you in a quiet moment. Missing you is easy. Respecting you consistently is not. That's why you don't rush to believe the first warm words that arrive after silence. You let time, behavior, and effort reveal the truth. So when they knock on the door of your peace, open it slowly. You don't owe instant warmth, you owe yourself wisdom. Ask your question once, what are you here to build with me? And then let silence do its work. People show their truth in how they handle the quiet. If they fill it with promises, pressure, or charm, they're trying to rush you back into comfort. If they stay steady, patient, and real, maybe they've grown. You don't need to test them with anger. You just need to watch. Silence is your filter now. It separates the curious from the committed. The one who's serious will wait. The one who isn't will drift. And you won't have to lift a finger to know which is which. So remember this every time that old name lights up your phone. Presence alone means nothing. Anyone can come back. Few can come correct. Don't be moved by appearances. Be moved by proof. Proof over presence. Always. Your peace is the prize. Your peace is not a reward you give to others. It's the prize they earn by treating you right. The calm you've built wasn't easy to find. It came from long nights of overthinking, from learning to sit with silence instead of chasing noise. So now, when someone wants to come back into your life, they're not just asking for your time, they're asking for access to that peace you fought for. If they want to be close to you, they have to value what you value. They must protect what you protect. Your sleep, your smile, your focus, your energy. Anyone who stirs chaos, who drains your spirit, or who confuses your mind is not a gift, no matter how familiar they feel. Real love, real care, and real growth should make you breathe easier, not harder. This is where your new strength shows. You don't need to build walls, but you do need to draw clear lines. A simple boundary said with calm confidence changes everything. Say it softly but firmly. I don't do midnight drama. That one sentence carries more power than hours of arguing ever could. It tells them you live differently now, grounded, calm, and not for sale to chaos. People who truly care won't be scared off by your peace. They'll be drawn to it. They'll match your calm with calm. But the ones who only loved your old, anxious energy will fall away. And that's a blessing in disguise. So when you feel that pull to please or fix someone, stop and remind yourself, your peace is the prize. If someone wants a place in your life, they need to help guard it, not steal from it. Say less, rest more, and remember the truth that keeps you centered. Peace first, people second. Time changed you and them. Time is the quiet teacher that changes everyone. While they were gone, you didn't just wait, you grew. You learned how to fill your own space, how to enjoy your own company, and how to breathe without their noise. The silence that once hurt slowly became your strength. You learned that peace isn't boring, it's powerful. You discovered that you don't need constant attention to feel alive. You just need alignment with yourself. At the same time, time taught them something too. They realized you don't chase anymore. You don't beg, you don't explain, and you don't fight to be seen. That shift unsettles people who were used to your effort. When they see you calm, grounded, and unbothered, it reminds them that the power they once had no longer exists. So now that they're back, pay attention to their rhythm. If they felt your absence in a real way, they'll approach with care. They'll listen more, talk slower, and respect your space. But if they rush you, if they try to pull you back into old patterns, it means they haven't learned. Their urgency isn't love, it's fear. Fear of losing control, fear of being forgotten, fear of realizing they no longer have the same hold. That's why you must keep your own pace. No instant calls, no instant plans. You are not reacting, you are choosing. Let them adjust to your speed. Real connection doesn't need rushing, it needs rhythm, and this time, you set the tempo. When you move slowly, you make sure every step is real. You give yourself space to see who they've become and to confirm who you are now. You no longer move because someone pulls. You move because it feels right. So remember this truth whenever they try to hurry you. You move by choice, not by pull. Curiosity versus commitment. When they come back, the difference between curiosity and commitment will reveal itself fast, if you know how to see it. Curiosity is about the moment. It's that quick message, that just checking in, that sudden burst of attention that fades as quickly as it appears. Curiosity wants to peek into your world again, to see if you still care, if the door is still open. It feels nice. It sounds sweet, but it has no direction. Commitment, though, that's a whole different energy. Commitment shows up with intention. It asks, what are we building? It thinks about next week, next month, next season. It doesn't just want access, it wants partnership. Commitment has a plan, not just a feeling. It's steady, it's patient, and it doesn't vanish when things get quiet. When someone reappears, they might say all the right words. They might sound changed, sound sure. But you can't measure sincerity in a single conversation. You measure it in consistency. That's why the follow-up question matters so much. What does the next 30 days look like? It's simple, but it cuts deep. It turns emotion into action, because anyone can say, I miss you, but not everyone can say, here's how I'm showing up. Watch how they respond. If they hesitate, make excuses, or get vague, you already have your answer. They're curious, not committed. But if they talk in specifics, if they want to create time, routines, or real effort, then maybe there's something solid to explore. Remember, curiosity gives you attention. Commitment gives you consistency. Attention fades when something new appears. Consistency stays when things get quiet again. You don't need more words, you need direction. So when they knock, don't settle for warm talk or nostalgic feelings. Ask for the plan, and if they can't give you one, don't be afraid to walk away. You're not looking for promises, you're looking for proof. Always remember this truth. Plans, not promises. Patterns tell the truth. Words can sound beautiful, but patterns tell the real story. Anyone can say they've changed. Anyone can promise to do better, but words don't cost much. It's the patterns that show who a person really is. You don't have to dig deep or overthink it. Just watch what they do over time. Do they show up when they say they will? Do they follow through on the small things? Do their actions match the warmth in their words? People reveal themselves in repetition. Real change isn't about one big apology. It's about a series of small, consistent choices. When someone truly values you, their effort becomes visible in their habits. They'll text when they say they will, they'll keep plans without reminders, and they'll make space for you without you asking. On the other hand, if their actions start strong and fade fast, that's not change, that's performance. You don't need to test anyone harshly. Life does that for you. Just set 3 simple markers: a time, a task, and a check-in. It can be something small. Maybe they promise to call tomorrow, meet for coffee next week, or follow through on something meaningful to you. Then step back and watch. You don't chase, you don't remind, you just observe. The truth will always show itself in the follow-through. Consistency is where clarity lives. The person who means what they say will make it easy for you to trust them again. You won't have to wonder, question, or decode mixed signals. Their effort will feel steady, not dramatic. Their presence will bring calm, not confusion. So when they reappear, don't be blinded by charm or comfort. Let patterns speak louder than promises. They always do. Because in the end, words might open the door, but only consistency keeps it open. Never forget the mantra that saves you from mixed messages. Consistency is clarity. You choose the ending. You hold the pen now. The story doesn't end when they come back. It ends when you decide what happens next. You are not the same person who once begged to be seen or tried to fix what was breaking. Silence, time, and growth have reshaped you. You've learned that peace feels better than attention, and that love without respect is just noise. You don't need them anymore, and that's where your power lives. Need once made you chase, explain, and settle. Now, you can choose. You can still want them, if it's healthy, if it's mutual, if it adds to your peace instead of draining it. Wanting is human. Depending is not. When they reappear, you don't have to rush your answer. Watch how they act when the excitement fades. Anyone can show up for a moment. Few can show up with consistency. Give it time, at least a week of actions, not an hour of talk. Let behavior do the speaking. You'll see everything you need to know. And when the time comes to decide, make it clean. If your answer is yes, let it be earned, not handed out. If your answer is no, let it be gentle but final. You don't owe anyone another round of chaos just to prove you're kind. Your peace isn't a prize they win. It's the standard they must meet. You no longer move from emotion, you move from clarity. You no longer act from fear, you act from strength. You've learned to pause, to breathe, to choose instead of react. That's what real power looks like. Not loud, not dramatic, just calm and sure. So when that moment comes, don't let history decide for you. Don't let loneliness speak louder than wisdom. Let your new self answer. Because this time, it's not about who left or who returned. It's about who you became in the silence. And when you finally make that choice, say it softly, but know it fully. I decide from calm. You. Hey, good to hear from you. Keep your tone calm. No excitement, no edge, just steady. This shows you're in control of the moment, not swept up in it. You. Before we go further, one question. What are you here to build with me? Say it slowly. Let each word land. Then stop talking. Don't explain. Don't fill the silence. Don't soften the question. Just wait. That pause is powerful. It forces honesty to surface. If they give you fog, vague talk, half answers, or emotional fluff, don't chase clarity from confusion. Smile gently and say, I don't do fog. Come back with a plan. That sentence draws a boundary without drama. It says you want substance, not stories. If they start pushing, trying to rush you, trying to get a reaction, trying to recreate the old rhythm, stay grounded, breathe, then say, I move slow now. That line alone disarms pressure. It tells them your peace sets the pace, not their urgency. But if they give a real plan, something thoughtful, something specific, something that takes effort, meet them halfway. You don't have to give everything right away. Just say, okay, let's try one step this week. Not forever, not promises, just one step. Let action prove what words can't. The key is simple. Your tone stays calm, your energy stays centered, your boundaries stay firm. You're not performing, you're choosing. You no longer need control, you are control. Now, for everyone watching, this part is for you. If you're done accepting halfway effort, type clarity in the comments. If you're ready for real plans, real care, and real change, drop build. And if this hit home, hit like and follow, because in the next video, I'll share the 3-step pattern test. How to spot empty talk in just 72 hours. Remember this before you close the door tonight. Your silence was never distance, it was design. You didn't lose them, you found you.